Afternoon. Welcome to Full Time Sports Network. We are here to do Tottenham Newcastle. Before we get talking to this, let's just want to talk about our sponsors. Global Mapping Surveys. We are proudly sponsored by Global Mapping Surveys. Global Mapping Surveys currently assist architects, property developers, and construction companies all over the country. They offer a wide range of services such as setting out topographical surveys, 3D laser scanning, and monitoring. The link is in the description for the website and contact details. Thank you so much to Global Mapping Surveys. So, we are here to do Tottenham versus Newcastle. Hopefully it's a good game. But we will talk about the games that have already occurred today. Sunday being a busy day because so many teams are in Europe and other reasons. So let's get into the first game, which is Aston Villa versus Brentford. Obviously, this week, Steven Gerrard was released of his duties as Villa manager. This is the first game without him, and it was Aston Villa 4, Brentford 0. Leon Bailey with a goal, Danny Ings with 2, Watkins with another one, and for the FPL fans out there, Douglas Luiz and Leon Bailey with the assists. Stats-wise, let's just quickly look into the stats. 45% possession for Aston Villa, 55 for Brentford, 11 shots on target for Villa, just 3 for Brentford, 19 shots for Villa, 12 for Brentford. So that was the first game. Second game was Leeds 2, Fulham 3. Rodrigo and Summerfield with the goals for Leeds. For all you FPL fans out there, Gail Hart with the assist. Fulham, Mitrovic, Reed, and Willian with the goals. Andres Piera with 2 assists, and Reed with the other. Stats-wise, it looked like this. 57% possession for Leeds, 42 for Fulham, 5 shots on target for each team, 14 shots for Leeds, 11 for Fulham. That was that one. Southampton 1, Arsenal 1. Stuart Armstrong for Southampton, Elanusi with the assist, Xhaka and Ben White with the assist for the Arsenal. Stats-wise, 40% possession for Southampton, 59 for Arsenal, 3 shots on target for each team, 10 shots for Southampton, 12 for Arsenal. Arsenal dropping points. Wolverhampton 0, Leicester 4. This is after the announcement that Steve Davis has got the job till next year. Not a great start since getting a bit more knowledge of how long he'll be there. So Tillemans, Barnes, Maddison, Vardy with the goals. Dewsbury Hall, Vardy and Castagna with the assists. Stats-wise, 61% possession for Wolves, 38 for Leicester, 5 shots on target, 4 for Leicester, 21 shots for Wolves, 5 for Leicester. I think that tells you everything about the scoreline. But we are doing the Newcastle Tottenham game. Let's bring up their teams and then we'll have a little bit of fun. Let's just make sure I share the right screen. There we go. Okay, so you can see that. So for Tottenham, 3-5-2 formation, obviously with 2 wing backs. We all know Tottenham style by now. Lloris in goal for Tottenham, Sanchez, Dyer and Langley. Skip, Royale, Sessegnon, Bentancur and Basuma. And Son and Kane up front. Substitute Spence for Tottenham is Forster, Doherty, Spence, Tatanga, Davies, Perisic, White, Gill and Mauler. The Newcastle 4-3-3 formation, Nick Pope, Trippier, Botman, Shah, Byrne. Field, Willock, Longstaff and Bruno. Forwards, Joe Linton, Callum Wilson and Almiron. Substitutes is Karius, Lascelles, Lewis, Target, Mankilo. We've got plenty of fullbacks. Shelby, Fraser, Jacob Murphy, and Chris Wood. So yeah, this is where we're going to have a little bit of fun. So to explain the fun, I will show you a video to explain what's going to happen next. Okay, so what we're going to do, 5 from Newcastle, 6 from Tottenham, obviously home advantage, got to be given within this kind of challenge. And also we also choose the home formation as well. So it's a 3-5-2. I've got it up here like that. So yeah, that kind of suits Tottenham's formation perfectly well. So I think the best option is obviously to choose the Newcastle players first. So for me, Bruno's got to be in there very early. Let's have a look at their formation again and their squad. I'm going to have to go with Almiron, you know. But where to put him, that's the problem. This is not going to be an easy one, actually. I think I'm going to go with Pope and Trippier. Pope and Trippier, that's for certain. Nick Pope. Trippier. Okay. 2 more. Okay. I think you might know what I'm trying to do with the forward line. I've got to find 2 more players that fit the system without changing it. I'm going to go with Joe Willock. And I'm going to go with Dan Burn. What do I got? No, I'm going to go with Dan Burn. I like Dan Burn. No nonsense, man. Very no nonsense. So Dan Burn and look. Okay, so it's not going to surprise anyone that I go for Kane and Son up front. There we go. Heung-min Son. I'll not this again. It is a case of this again. Why does it always do this to me? Every single time. Crashed on me yesterday as well. All right, let's try this again. Right, hopefully the formation's changed as well. Jeez. Anyone remember what the formation was? 3-5-2. No, that wasn't it. I think that'll do, won't it? 5-3-2. There we go. Right. So we're going to go with Kane. Son. Son. Look. I'll go for Bentancur. And make sure we get Bruno in there. Don't even think about it. You're going to seriously play him up again. And Bruno. Okay, so we went for Trippier. Side. Make sure we've got Burn there. Okay, so we've got 3 more players to do. So Tottenham wise, who have they got as a left wing back? So Sessegnon is the left wing back. There we go. Now 2 defenders from Dyer. There we go. And out of those 2, jeez. Okay, that's hard. I don't like Sanchez. So it's going to be long there. Okay, so from the 6-5 challenge, we've got Nick Pope in goal, Eric Dyer, Longley, Byrne, Trippier, Sessegnon, Willock, Bruno, Bentancur, Kane, Son. And I have to be honest, that team would struggle to challenge for Europe. I have to be honest. Really would. Gotta be totally honest, that is going to struggle to get into Europe. But anyway, that was the fun. Let's crack on with this game. It is third against sixth. We've had plenty of goals in the other games. Let's hope we have goals in this game. Probably not due to the fact I'm covering it. We seem to have this tendency of not having much luck on this, but we shall wait and see. But yeah, players are coming out now. Let's have a swig of juice. Hopefully. Starts well and opens the game up. And we get plenty of goals. So I'm certainly hoping for. Certainly hoping for that today. Let's get some sound on. I could be surprised. Just shaking hands. So we'll just go for the teams again. Tottenham's. Lloris in goal. Sorry, this is down to Sky. Sanchez, Dyer and Longley. Back three. Emerson, Royale, Sessegnon, Skip, Basuma and Bentancur. And then we've got Kane and Son up front for Tottenham. And then we'll go through the Tottenham lineup. No, Newcastle lineup even. Jeez. So Nick Pope in goal for Newcastle. Trippier, Shah, Botman and Byrne. Longstaff, Guimaraes and Joe Linton. And Almiron, Wilson and Willock. So, yeah. Let's hope for a good game. Let's hope for an entertaining game. Because I need one. The Chelsea United game was so poor. And that was a game I was expecting to be quite lively and rather entertaining, but it was just poor. I have to say, I think the Tottenham lineup is quite weak. I don't know why. If I had any Tottenham fans, I'll ask them, to be honest, why is it so weak? Let's hope. Kind of hope for a fast start, but if it's Conte ball, I'm going to be falling asleep. Need you guys to keep me awake. So Newcastle will be kicking off, left to right. And Newcastle get us underway. Love the fact they're not doing for a rugby kickoff, which always annoys me. There's Dan Byrne being pressed by Oliver Skip, of all people. Pope kicks it out. Up to Joel Linton, who finds Callum Wilson. Joel Linton. This Trippier. But here's Tottenham. Here comes Son. Son going on a run. Son going on a run. Still going on a run. Son shots. Decent save by Pope. Here comes Newcastle. But the game started better than yesterday's game. Yesterday's game was awful. There's Trippier. Back to Shah. Over to Dan Burn. Strange place to put him on left back, I have to say. He's very tall, not very quick. It's a strange decision. Because I know that the Newcastle have got 2 left backs on the bench in Jamal Lewis and Mankillo. And Matt Target's on there as well, I think. It's a rather strange decision, I have to say. Pope just finds Trippier here. Longstaff comes back, goes out for a throw into Newcastle. It's a much better start from the game I had yesterday. 2 minutes in. Good chance for Tottenham with Son. Ball goes back to Pope. Pope finds Burn. Here's Dan Burn on a run. Unbelievable. Strange decision, I have to say. If any Newcastle fans are out there, please let me know why they would choose Dan Burn as a left back. It's a very strange decision. Here comes Oliver Skip, who has found Emerson Royale. Skip to Son. Shot by Son. Just over as well. Just. Very. I thought it was quite high and wide, to be honest, but that was just over. Very good counter-attack there by Tottenham. Oliver Skip being a big part of it. Emerson Royale being another. Shot from Son. Beautiful. Just a little bit lower. That was just a little bit lower. Oh, no. Pope would have got it. Just seen his hand up there. Would never have gone in. Pope would have saved that. Thanks, Colin, for the support. This game started much better, though. 3 minutes in, I'm already entertained. 3 minutes in, I'm entertained already, mate. But big up to Colin, as always. This game started much better. This is the game I was actually dreading the most, to be honest. Here comes Callum Wilson. I think that was a bit of handball there, but no one blew up. Newcastle still got the ball. There's Moss saying Skippy and Son. Here comes Joel Linton. I think he's being fouled there. I'll be perfectly honest. I think that's a foul. For me, that's a foul. I'm sorry, but that's a foul. Well, I do, Jamie Carragher. Yes. Oh, I still think that. I'm sorry. No, I don't know. VAR has looked at it. It's not given us a penalty. Is Almiron with the cross? Ooh. It was much more entertaining in this game than the whole of yesterday's. Newcastle still got the ball. Oh, don't go all the way back. It goes back to Pope. Pope kicks it up. Some go out for a throw into Tottenham. Tottenham still got the ball though. Newcastle still got the ball. Here's Shah. Don't slow it down, please. I want that pace to be kept up. That was such a good start. Longstaff to Woodcock. Out to Joel Linton. Back to Woodcock. To Bruno. Back to Joel Linton. To Bruno. Bruno finds Almiron on the right. Here's Trippier. He finds Longstaff. Longstaff with a cross. Blocked by Longley, I think. I think that was Longley. No, that wasn't the pen on the end. Arsenal can't afford to slip up anymore. Cole, I've always said I don't think we're going to win the league, mate. We're not going to win the league. There's so many things that we don't look at as fans of our own club. Corner here. And I get it. I get that as a fan, you don't look at certain things at your own club. But I do. And we're not good enough to win. We should. There is no excuse for not finishing in Champions League place. No excuse. If we somehow manage to slip to 5th, I'm sorry. Something has to happen. I'm not going to say it, but something has to happen. Not happy about the performance today. I'm going to put it down to a couple of people for that reason. Yeah, exactly, Colin. It is tight now. We've got Arsenal have got 2 away games to Wolves and Chelsea. Home game against Forest. Now, we can all say that Forest game should be easy. It's at home, but Forest have just come off beating Liverpool 1-0. Confidence could be higher. Their team is actually quite good. They just haven't gelled yet. Wolves, it's never an easy place to go to, apart from if you're Leicester. And also Chelsea. It's not going to be an easy game. So, for me, it's mad. Moss saying here, winning top of... We're not, mate. I know you're very excited and positive, but not in my opinion. Not in my opinion. Are we going to win the league? We've done very well to be where we are. But looking at Arsenal deeper, we're not ready. And to be fair, even the board is not expecting us to win it. It's a process. It's a step-by-step process. So this time it's Champions League qualification or bust. And then hopefully in 2 or 3 years, maybe push for the title. We want to trust this process and whatever you want to call it. For me, it should just be trying to challenge every season, but there we go. But yeah, it is what it is. But I'm doing Newcastle Tottenham, and this game started pretty well, to be fair. Coming up to 10 minutes. Quite like the Newcastle kit. That's quite nice. Newcastle free kick here. Well defended Tottenham, but Joel Linton still got the ball. Back to Longstaff. Longstaff with the cross. Larissa collects it comfortably. Just finishing above Spurs. No, it's not, mate. Not for me. No, I don't agree with that. It's the one thing that bugs me. Our goal is for us to look out for us. Don't worry about what they're doing down the road. They haven't won anything for 60 years. I'm not that worried. Well, they've won stuff, but nothing of great significance. Here comes Son. Oh. So Son did manage to beat Pope. Pope got a hand on it, and Trippier just managed to clear it off the line. But that was brilliant move by Tottenham there, I have to say. This is much better from Tottenham. I've seen a lot of their games, and this is, other than the Leicester 20 minutes when Son came on, this is the best I've seen Tottenham. Now, Son, was he offside then? But Son just didn't put enough on. But Pope did, to be fair, did really well. He put his hand up. Now Tottenham are looking really good. So are Newcastle. It's going to be. I think this is actually going to. This game is going to surprise me. When I set up the stream, I was like, "Oh, this game's going to be awful." But I have to be honest. I got it wrong. This game is actually really good. Both teams are going for it, and I like that. Coming up to 12 minutes. Haha, Son. Unfortunately, seen a lot of ugly content. But yeah, we all have. We've all seen a lot of Conte ball. But to be fair, this game has started well. Yes, they're playing Conte style. But if anything, Newcastle kind of allowing Tottenham to do the counter attack as well. But then Newcastle then counter on them. So the game's actually pretty good. I have to say, I quite like it. Newcastle got possession. They've had possession quite a lot. Moss said 2-1 to the Magpies. To be honest, I couldn't even tell you what the score could be. Part of me is thinking it's going to be like a 3-1 win to Tottenham, I think, from what I've seen so far. Here's Sessegnon. Low cross, misses everybody. And it's gone offside. This is brilliant. It was a really good start to the game. Definitely offside. Well, Arsenal didn't get the second because they didn't deserve the second in the end, mate. That second half was awful. We should have got the second in the first half. Second half, we didn't deserve anything. I think if anyone watched my watch long on Thursday, I said I don't mind going into second and going to fourth. But when we constantly do third and fourth in the first half, and then the second half is constantly second gear, it doesn't work. This is the Premier League. So, yeah. I think our game management is wrong. We did better against PSV. Here comes Kane. Skip. Well defended there by Newcastle. Tottenham got it back with Dyer. Emerson Royale. Nice little dribble there. Sessegnon. Trying to get a cross in. Does manage to get the cross in. Kane. Well defended by Newcastle. Only goes back to Bissouma. Over the bar. Much better, though. Much better. Where's my... Honestly, I don't know where these overlays disappear to. One moment it's there, the next it's not. There's Tottenham just... Dyer just let it slip through his feet there. Well recovered. But it's given Newcastle a chance for them to close them down. It's now a Tottenham throw-in. Last 8 home results for Tottenham have all been wins since May the 1st. It's quite impressive stats, really. But it's Southampton, Wolves, Fulham, Leicester, Everton this season. So, you know, I'm not trying to be mean to Tottenham, but it's not the biggest challenge of opponents at home. This one's a challenge, you know, this team that's on the up. They'll be continuously going up as well, due to the fact they've got the ability with financial backing. But here's Willock. Not fouled by Sanchez. Tottenham win it back. Here's Basuma. To Bentancur, to Skip. Trying to find Basuma there. Pope comes out and clears it. Hammer on a bit silly there, didn't. Excuse me. Do apologise. Game's calmed down a little bit now. Of course it would do. 17 minutes in. Still Tottenham 0, Newcastle 0. Here's Basuma. To Emerson Royale. To Skip. But Botman comes over and tackles him, and it out for a Tottenham throw-in. So it's his first Premier League start since January, they're saying here, followed by Skip. Don't know if that's important or not. And there's definitely a Son fan there. Hope you're doing well. Hope Son puts a smile on your face today. Big up to you for tuning in now. His Son now. Trying to find Sessegnon, but doesn't. Newcastle well defend that. Balls with Longstaff. Back to Shah. To Botman. To Byrne. I don't know if it's more free at the back for Newcastle. When they go on the attack, it's more 4 at the back. Offside there, Newcastle. Game has dwindled a little bit in the last couple of minutes. Good start though. Much happy with the start. I have literally no idea what happened because, again, they were showing something else. I think Dyer... So Dyer passed it back to Lloris. Too heavy. Lloris wasn't there. And it goes out for a Newcastle corner. So now I can actually tell you what happened because they weren't showing it. Newcastle seemed to focus... The Sky Sports seemed to focus too much on one thing instead of actually just showing the game. So here's Trippier with the corner. Corner comes in, headed out by Dyer. Almiron with an air shot. Second shot, even worse. So it's a goal kick to Tottenham. I think Tottenham going to try and play out, even though Newcastle were pressing high. No, they're not. Lewis is going to kick it up. And he does. Lloris kicks it up. doesn't find a Tottenham shirt, but Bentancur gets a second head, but Newcastle win it back. Here's Basuma to Emerson Royale. If he can find wrong ball for me. I think he would have been better off trying to find Skip, but Sessegnon does manage to keep the ball in. Here's Sessegnon. Tottenham still with the ball. Goes out for a Tottenham throw-in now. Come up to 22 minutes played. Oh. Goes out for a Tottenham throw-in again. Here's Basuma. To Bentancur. To Basuma. Back to Bentancur. Back to Longley. So far we've had 6 shots for Tottenham, 2 for Newcastle, 2 on target for Tottenham. Tottenham have only had 40% possession now, 60 for Newcastle. Here comes Oliver Skip. Skips finds Sessegnon. Sessegnon with a shot blocked by Shah. Tottenham look good on the counter-attack. We're not having to see too much of the Conte ball. I think the way Newcastle set up, it kind of suits Tottenham. So Son with the corner now. Son takes the corner. Pope comes out and kind of punches it away. Skip with the cross. Bentancur gets blocked. Dyer blocked. That was a clear push by Kane. I don't know how that is not a foul. How is that not a foul by Kane? It's a clear push. And how come the commentators aren't even talking about it? Jeez. Sometimes I really don't get it. Really don't get it sometimes. I'm just waiting for the free kick to be taken here. It's taken a while though. Trippier takes the free kick. Botman got the flick on, but shot came in by Wilson. But Wilson's down. I think they might have to kick it out here. Yeah, they do. Bruno kicks it out. Let's have a look. Ooh, yeah. So Callum Wilson just kicks the bottom of Longley's foot. So the stud's going to the top of his foot. So that's going to hurt a lot, to be fair. Reece just gathered a long pass by Newcastle there. But this game has definitely dwindled. It's turned into a typical Bobby Watchnell. Here's Dyer to Bissouma. Game has fizzled. There's like nothing happening. The quality's gone. Here's Dan Burn. Oh, that's Botman, sorry. Where's Dan Burn gone? Come up to 27 minutes gone. The game has not improved in the last bit, that's for certain. Dyer with a long ball, trying to find Son. But well marshalled by Botman, but it only goes back to Bissouma. Wasn't the best clearance by Pope. It only goes to Emerson Royale. It does. Here comes Kane. Blocked. Bentancur finds Emerson Royale. Tackle from behind by Joel Linton, but that's fine according to the ref. Bruno loses the ball to Skip. Well defended by Burn. Joel Linton. Oh, that's Bruno. Longstaff to Trippier. Finds Almiron. Trippier. Cross comes in. Well defended by Dyer. Sessegnon clears it. Only goes back to Guimaraes. To Burn. To Joel Linton. Here's Longstaff. Well tackled by Bentancur. Here comes Kane on the counter. Can you get it? Kane's just going alone here. Well saved by Pope, but ball goes back to Son. Here's Son now to Kane. There's Bissouma. Out to Sanchez. Sanchez. Cross. So you got Sessegnon in there. So Newcastle managed to defend this, but they're making a bit of a meal of it. Late challenge there by Skip, I think. Rebel. Good afternoon, mate. Not really. It's quite a good game, to be honest. Tottenham are looking a little bit better than I have seen in this season. There's like moments of the fizz goes out of the game, but overall, I'd say Tottenham look pretty dangerous on the counter-attack. They've had a couple of good chances. Newcastle have done all right. Yeah, it's actually a pretty good game. Big up to Errol. Hope you're doing well. But I think it's a right game. It's better than last night's game. It really is. By 100% so far. The game's actually entertaining. 30 minutes in, even the time's flying by. Here's Guimaraes. Trippier. To Almiron. Surely Wilson's going to get... Oh, what is Lloris doing? If he's going to say he's been found there, Wilson has lobbed. There is no way that's a foul. It's an error. That is an error by Lloris. An awful error by Lloris. There is no way that's a foul. Now it is Tottenham 0, Newcastle 1. But I think there might be some VAR involvement here. There's no offside. Offside's fine. I don't think that's a challenge. What's he meant to do? What's Callum Wilson meant to do? Turn himself invisible? It's not a tough one. Callum Wilson cannot turn himself invisible. Ugh. Honestly, if that's chalked off, no, exactly. What's he meant to do? He's not an invisible man. It'd be wrong to disallow it. It's not going to be harsh. It's going to be wrong to disallow that. Possible foul. That's not a foul. Unless he's got a switch to make himself invisible. So I'll get into your comments in a minute. I'm just waiting to update the actual score if it's actually a score. And two, I'm just checking this VAR constantly. Yes, Wilson kind of did put a shoulder into him, but what can Wilson do? He can't move. There's no handball, so move that on. No, it's no possible handball. Stop trying to find many reasons to disallow it. It's a goal. Thank you. Jeez. Brilliant lob by Wilson. He deserves that. But my word. What about those Saints? They deserve the point, mate. I'll be perfectly honest. Arsenal were woeful in the second half. Callum Mann, yep. Hugo not the same level he was used to be. No, but he has games where sometimes he pulls off amazing saves, and then all of a sudden he does stupid errors like that. He shouldn't have even come off his line for me. He put himself in that position. New Orleans lost. Kevin Thursday onside, just standing there exactly. I wish Lloris would have handled it. Yep, same old Conte. Oh, cheating goal. Take that away would be criminal. Yep. Thankfully they didn't, because honestly I'd lose my head if they lost. That got pulled off. The fact that they were going to check for a possible handball is ridiculous. That arm was nowhere near the ball. Didn't even touch him. So, big up to Neil Horrell. Man City played well yesterday. Yeah, they played well, and so did who did they play? Was it Brighton? I think it was Brighton, wasn't it? But Brighton played well as well. But big up to City, got the 3 points. They're doing what they need to do, and that is what makes champions. Here comes Bentancur with Sessegnon. Hope you're doing well, though, Neil. Royals, no, not managed to keep that in, so it goes out for a Newcastle throw-in. But, oh, jeez. I'm glad that goal was allowed, because honestly, I would have lost my mind if that had gone. Oh, Bentancur's been booked as well. I don't know why Kane doesn't get a booking though. It's madness if Kane doesn't get a booking. I don't know if anyone saw the push, like in the first 5 to 10 minutes. Blatant push. Doesn't get anything done with that. That really knocks me. Here's Son. To Sanchez, to Dyer, to Longley, to Dyer, Sessegnon, to Longley, to Bentancur. Oh dear, bad ball there. Here's Callum Wilson. And with his pace, that was threatening there, but Newcastle had to slow down a little bit. Here's Almiron. Oh, good chances by Sanchez, to be fair. I think you've got one touch there to Joelinton. Joelinton would have been in. 36 minutes played. Tottenham 0, Newcastle 1. Rebel just waiting for the NFL to get going tonight now. Yeah. Starts in just under an hour. I don't know if Moss is there. Moss, have you set up the stream for Red Zone? You've been doing it, actually. So it's Red Zone night. There's Newcastle's passing it around now. Want a Newcastle win today so we can open the gap between us and Tottenham. Yeah. What team do you support now? Is it? I'm gonna guess it's either Arsenal or City. Oh my word! I thought that was a shot goal. That was a good shot. I don't know how wide that was, but from what I saw, it looked pretty close. I don't know why they keep talking about this Wilson goal. It's quite clearly not a foul. Yes, Wilson made sure he stayed nice and strong to make sure he bulked him back. But what's he going to do? Make himself invisible? Madness. There's Willock. Offside. But yeah, who do you support now? Let me know. Tottenham just taking a free kick. Longley has got it to Dyer. Taking forever now. Now this is Conte ball. The way they started the game, they should have just carried on with that, honestly. Yes, they let in a goal, but Kane always just have to give something extra to someone, doesn't he? So I don't like him. He's a dirty player for me. City. Haaland's on. Yeah, Haaland is on fire. Definitely is. He'll have the golden boot wrapped up by like January. To be honest. But big up to Neil. Here's Almiron. Longstaff. Too high. Emerson Royale will manage to deal with that. It goes out for a Tottenham throw-in. Coming up to 40 minutes played now. Yeah, I haven't. See, I'm going to disagree with Carragher. Yes. Oh, here comes Almiron. Oh, it's only 2-0. Dear me. Oh my word. That was a great goal by Almiron. Has to be said. Wow. I just can't believe that. That is mental. Session was a bit weak there. Almiron takes it past Longley. Nah, Lloris is having a bad day. Lloris is definitely having a bad day at the office today. Goes under his body. It's one place it shouldn't go under. First, I'll go to Neil. Happy days, definitely happy days, no doubt about that. Steffi, hope you're doing well. Hope you're doing well. Yes, Almiron, MLS. Almiron's dominating, yeah. But Almiron, brilliant finish. Lloris could have done better. And Steph's on the treadmill. Well, make sure you're careful, Steph. Hope you're doing well, though. Here's Longley. Long ball there. It goes straight into Pope's hands. Going up to 42 minutes. Pope, don't do anything silly now. Plenty of happy Geordies there. Here's Bern to Bruno. All slipped over there. It's fine. There comes Almiron. Sessegnon's having a nightmare against Almiron now. Almiron. Still Almiron. Well defended by Longley, though. They deal with that. Sessegnon. Clears, but only goes to Newcastle play, but that ball then goes to Lloris. 43 minutes gone. It's Tottenham 0, Newcastle 2. Contact Spurs like Accords. To be fair, until that goal went in, Tottenham were the better team. So, like I said, everyone's sleeping on. Yeah, Newcastle got a decent squad. They're not going to be able to push as far as we expect them to this season. They should finish 7th, I would have assumed. City plays Leicester City next Saturday, 12:30. Then that will take us back top on 1 point. Not playing till next Sunday, Nottingham Forest. Yes, indeed. So yeah, that would be an interesting game because obviously if you win that, you go back to the top, and then we have to win against Forest. Big up to you as well, Steph. Good to see you. I've not seen you for a long time. But yeah, I'm okay. I'm okay. 44 minutes played. Here comes Emerson Royale, the last player you expect to go one-on-one there. Gets forced back to go to Sessegnon, to Benton Kerr. Here comes Son. Back to Skip. Just carrying it all the way back now. All the way back to Sanchez. And it's gone all the way back to Dyer. And it's all going all the way back to Lloris. Oh, my word. How can you enjoy this football, Tottenham? Seriously. Oh, that is mental. That's just not funny. How can you go from being in a threatening position to then go all the way back to your goalkeeper? Like, my word. Wow. That is awful. I have to admit, making the changes that Tottenham did surprised me. You know, Skip coming in, defence very weak indeed. No worries, Neil. Not a problem whatsoever. I try and read everyone's comments as much as I possibly can as I do the watch along. You know, this is not me just talking to you guys. This is you talking back, and I'll have a conversation with you. How was that not handball? It looked like handball from Sessegnon. But big up to Neil. Neil, hope you're doing well. Mate, honestly, before that goal, Tottenham should have at least been 1 up. And since then, it's literally gone back to Conte ball, and it's awful. Awful from Tottenham. If anyone saw the attack by Emerson, I'm pretty sure it's gone out. Yeah. If anyone saw the attack by Emerson Royale, where he was through, and in that same passage of play, it then goes all the way back to Lloris. Like, how is that a fun football to watch? It's mad. Oh, big up to you, Steph. Thank you for being here. 3 minutes of injury time. For people that are new to the channel, I do have a quick break at half time. So yeah, I'll just only be about five minutes. I'll come back and talk about the stats from the first half. Here's Bentancur. Harry Kane. He's been fouled there. Did see one personally, but there we go. Oh, Kane, shush. Riff. So Basirman's going to take the free kick for Tottenham. Loops it. So far defended by Newcastle. Another cross comes in by Emerson Royale. That's cleared by Cher. Back to Basuma. To Skip. To Emerson Royale. Finds Son. To Emerson Royale. And that's just gone back to Lloris. Honestly, I will say I felt sorry for the fans watching that dribble. Yep, can be stomached only when you're winning. Yeah, exactly. That's what I've said. I've said it to our sister channel, Paxton Road. Surely, when the wheels come off the results, you're all going to start moaning, because this football, the first 20 minutes from Tottenham was good. Even I said it was good. And there's booze. There's booze at half time. Honestly, it's mad. But that is half time. I will be back very shortly. Very shortly. Announce it this half time. I should say half time, but for some reason it doesn't. I will be back in about 5 to 10 minutes. I'm back, people. Steffi's saying thumbs up to you too. Turn into an interesting game. Could Conte be in trouble? No, Conte will walk away. There's no way he'll be sacked. This is... The fans don't have as much power as they would like at Tottenham. I guarantee that. This is a case of... This is the best manager Tottenham can get by a million miles. They could not get a better manager than this. So yeah, it's mad. It's mad. It really is. You know, the first 20 minutes for this game was actually good. Really, it was actually really good. Both teams were in it. Tottenham, for me, were the better team. Let's quickly get into the stats for this one. So, hang on. I have an update. There we go. So obviously the goals were Callum Wilson and Almiron. Longstaff with the assist for Almiron's goal. So possession, 49.3% possession for Tottenham, 50.7% for Newcastle. 3 shots on target for both sides, 13 shots for Tottenham, 5 for Newcastle. Similar touches, similar passes. Corners, 3 for Newcastle, 1 for Tottenham. Tottenham have had a yellow card, which was Bentancur, because he was protesting too much for the goal. And here we are saying, if you're enjoying the content, why not hit the subscribe button, leave a like, and hit the notification bell to know when we go live. Exactly. We do loads of content, pretty much something every day. Football talk, watch-alongs, NFL talk. So yeah, there's plenty of content coming out. Everyone's sharing stuff, so it's all come up in the corner. When we played Newcastle, we were 3-1 down, come back to 3-3. That's Man City. Exactly. Can I see that happening today? I don't know. If Tottenham played the way they did in the first 20 minutes, yes, they could. But you have to put your chances away. Now, obviously, I'm an Arsenal fan. If you don't put your chances away, anything can happen. And it cost us today, and it's costing Tottenham so far. Will that happen for the rest of the game? I don't know. I think when I did a prediction from early in the first half, before the goal went in for Newcastle, from what I was seeing, I was predicting a 3-1 to Tottenham, because Tottenham were the better team. I did think Newcastle could get one. But from the last 15 minutes of the first half, Tottenham produced pretty much nothing. And I can't see that changing at the moment. Because I don't know what Tottenham can do. That's the big problem. Who have they got on the bench? That they can spice things up with? Perisic could come on. Lucas Moura could come on. Hill could come on. Obviously, they can change their wing backs. That sometimes makes a difference. But to be honest, Royale and Sessegnon have played decently. That's not the problem. I think the midfield, but again, they've got nothing creative there. Perisic probably could come on. And if they're willing to risk him in midfield, that's a possibility, I suppose. Hill hasn't done anything in a Tottenham shirt. And Lucas, you could change the formation and go free at attack. So for me, I think Tottenham are kind of going to be lucky if they get a draw. to be honest, from this game. I'll be perfectly honest. I really do think they'll be lucky. But we'll wait and see. You know, we are probably 2 or 3 minutes away from the second half kicking off. I'm looking forward to the second half. I think it's going to be an interesting game. Just want to see if Moss is doing red zone. Don't think he has he? I was going to say that make sure you tune into no, there's no goal. I was hoping red zone might be on. And look here, make sure it's definitely not on. I think he might be having an evening off. Don't blame him, to be fair. You know, he had a busy day yesterday. Neil saying here, Neil, this weekend's been funny results. Liverpool losing, Chelsea draw last night with Manchester United, Arsenal drew, Tottenham losing. Yeah, and that's football. That's why I love football. No football is predictable. If it was predictable, I don't think any of us would enjoy it. So in Tottenham, it is absolutely pelting it down. I'm hoping it doesn't pelt down here for at least the second half because that will affect my Wi-Fi. But let's get into the Liverpool game. Did they deserve to lose? Yes. Are Liverpool on the down? Yes, they are. They need so much money spent on them, which FSG are never going to do. Chelsea drawing with Manchester United last night. I said it to the Man United Agenda, which is one of our sister channels, that if I could have, I wouldn't have given anybody a point in that game. They were both woeful. Awful game. Worst game I've seen for a long time. What else was done? Arsenal drawing. Took our chances in the first half. We wouldn't have been talking about this. But we didn't. Second half, the team's going to come back. They did. And, you know, well done to Southampton. You got a draw. But honestly, we deserved to not get 3 points. That's me being an honest Arsenal fan. I find it annoying that Arsenal fans are constantly thinking we can push for the... We're nowhere near. This is a process. A process is step by step by step by step. Last season, we wanted to qualify for Europe in some form. We did that. So the next step is now to go to Champions League. That should be the minimum prediction this season. Should be fourth. Game has kicked off. It is absolutely pelting it down at the Tottenham Stadium. And Full-Time Sports Network saying here, be sure to tune in tomorrow with Bobby, Colm, which is him, Ross and Rebel at 7:30 for the review show for the weekend. Yes, that'd be great. We always have a great discussion. I'm a very honest football fan. I won't just protect my club for the fun of it because it doesn't benefit me because I see it how it is. And Colm's a United fan, Rebel's a United fan, and Ross is an Aston Villa fan. So yeah, it'd be great. Top four for both your club, and mine is a big step. Exactly. For United to get fourth, they'll be happy. Fortunately for United fans, they won't be so happy because the Glazers will definitely stay around. Tottenham getting fourth, you kind of need that money keep coming in for Tottenham, and for Arsenal, it's part of the process. So yeah, let's take half time off now because it is now kicked off. Let's get the goal scorers back up. Bruno's down injured here. I guarantee no player wants to go down in this weather because it is absolutely pelting it down. Here's Bruno, who finds Joe Linton. There's Joe Linton still. People are going to be slipping over in this because, honestly, the rain is absolutely hammering it down. Bruno. Pace the ball slowed down a bit there. Almiron with another shot. Blocked. Goes out for a Newcastle corner. So good start so far from Newcastle once again. Absolutely so. The shirts are sticking to them. Welcome to England. Corner. Butman takes. Oh dear, that shot by Almiron. We'll call that as a pass to Shah. There's Botman. Back to Cher. Back to Botman. Back to Joel Linton. Joel Linton tries to find Almiron, but I think Sessegnon will header that. He does, but Newcastle win it back, and it's with Bruno. Almiron. Longstaff to Bruno, to Trippier. Here comes Bruno. Who's changed my background? Someone has changed my background. Colm has changed my background. There we go. Thank you very much, Colm. It's all teamwork on this channel. So one moment I knew what was going on in the background, and then all of a sudden I just saw this pink glare in the corner of my eye. I was like, what the heck is that? But Newcastle started the first 4 minutes, the second half much better. I've just read your comment, Cole. I took on. Oh, dear me. Oh, no. I swear Colm has the worst luck when it comes to FPL. Oh, whatever Colm does. Oh, really dangerous cross there by Trippier there. Well defended by Tottenham. It goes out for a Tottenham. Oh, it's offside. Oh, okay. But yeah, whatever Colm does in FPL, that would suggest go for the opposition. Oh dear, honestly, so funny. You know, he could have got some points today, but I'm guessing he thought Tottenham would win and Newcastle wouldn't score. So if Colm thinks that, he should go for a Newcastle win, Almiron scoring. So if he drops his strikers for the next FPL week, go for whatever team that they play for, and we'll be all right. But hilarious. So funny. I am right, Colm. Just go with the opposite. Can't believe that. To be fair, I probably would have done the same. I thought this would be a close game. I thought it'd be like maybe a draw. I didn't think Almiron would score. I didn't expect this performance from Newcastle from the 30th minute onwards. So I do get it. I think it has stopped raining now. But Newcastle just playing this brilliantly. Here's Longstaff with a cross. Joel Linton out for a corner. Newcastle calling for a handball here. We'll have to wait and see here. Let's have a look. No, that's a. It's not borderline because he's making himself bigger. He's making himself bigger. Ugh. So I think the only thing that saved Emerson Royale there is the fact that it was so close in proximity to him. But for me, that's a penalty. Okay, anyway, corner for Newcastle. Trippier going to take it. Newcastle have come out the blocks. Tottenham have not at all. 52 minutes played. Oh, what is Tottenham doing? How on earth has Callum Wilson managed to get that? Oh, my word. Here comes Davinson Sanchez, who finds Son. Here's Son trying to get in. Corner for Tottenham. But honestly, this is awful. So bad. The performance has been poor. Carragher's saying like the reaction's been poor. The performance has been poor since the 30th minute. Son with the corner. It's a goal. I think it's absolutely fine. I can't see there being a problem with this if there is a VAR check. But that is a goal for Tottenham. So it's a corner for Son. It got, oh yes, Kane's perfectly onside there. Flicked on possibly by Longley, I think. Yeah, Longley got, and then Kane just forced to the floor to do a diving header. Yeah, perfect goal. So that is now Tottenham 1, Newcastle 2. Harry Kane with the goal. They're looking at something on VAR. I honestly don't know what. Well, they're checking to see if Sanchez. It doesn't look like it deviates. Yes, oh, it does. It looks like it deviates from behind the goal. It looks like it deviates. It does look like it deviates from when it's Sanchez's shoulder. It looks like it moves as well. Because then that will make Kane offside. It's given the goal. They're given the goal. Looks like Newcastle switched off. They switched off at the back there, but the first 7 minutes of the second half has been very good for Newcastle. But it was literally just that one moment from Sanchez that brings the ball out, gives it to Son. Son has an attack. They win a corner. And then that corner wasn't well defended for me by Newcastle. So it's a little bit of a switch off, but they've definitely come out second half ready for it. But that will probably wake up Tottenham now. So here's Davinson Sanchez to Royale, to Son, to Skip, back to Royale, back to Basuma, Longley finds Emerson Royale, who's playing as a right winger. Good cross there. Is Kane seriously moaning that he thought he was pushed there? Like, seriously. Here's Pope. Trippier finds Wilson. Finds Willock. That was... Tottenham just look for any foul possible. Oh! That was so close by Newcastle there. Willock with a shot, and it would have had a slight deflection off Wilson that I don't think it would have been offside. No. Oh, that was good by Newcastle. Oh, that's so close. Son goes down there. Pope needs to work out where the ball is. There we go. Well done, Pope. Ball's with Dan Burn now. Finds Bruno. Longstaff. To Trippier. Guimaraes finds... Oh, no, doesn't find... So the problem is the pitch is now wet. So this ball is going to zip off the pitch. Zip. I never knew baseball cats were waterproof. I really don't know. But here comes Newcastle with Almiron. They've been pulled back there by Sessegnon quite clearly. So it's a yellow card for Sessegnon. Quite clearly that had to happen. Just waiting for the free kick to be taken. Newcastle aren't exactly rushing it. Goes his clean sheet bonus as well. Oh, Carmen's having a bad day with FPL. Here's Bruno. It goes straight through to Lloris. Here comes Son. Well tapped. Not sure about that. What is Kane moaning about? He's got the foul. What are you asking for? So it's a Tottenham change now. Tottenham sub. Sessegnon is off. Perisic is on. It's Kane, so it's probably a penalty. Probably. He just... Oh, Emerson Rowe was hit in the head so hard that he managed to get up so quick. Yeah, of course. I don't like this form of... I don't want to say the word cheating, but it kind of is. There's no other word for it, to be honest. Deception, you know, I don't know. But he went down like he was seriously hurt. But then as soon as the ball came back to him, he jumped up like, oh, I'm fine. I don't like it. But yeah, Kane, honestly, I'll be one of the happiest people when I know that he's hanging up his boots, honestly. And this is nothing to do with being an Arsenal fan, how much I don't like Kane. It's just, I just don't like the type of person he is. He's letting the next generation know that it's okay to do this kind of stuff. It's really not. That push in the first half still bothers me because it was a physical, I am pushing you away, and nothing happens. Nothing. Didn't even get a word by the ref. You can't do that. Another corner here for Tottenham. Kane goes up. Referee blew for a foul there, I think. Oh, it didn't even come in. The corner went out. So the match stats for the second half is 1 shot for Tottenham, 7 for Newcastle, 1 on target for each. 61% possession for Newcastle, 39 for Tottenham. That's second half possession. So, as I said, Newcastle come out this second half playing much better, but still managed to let a goal in. I suppose in a way you could say it's the same. It's very similar to the first half, where Tottenham were better, but they went in 2-0 down. So maybe Newcastle need to let Tottenham play better again, and then Newcastle will score. Here's Emerson Royale. Skip. Bruno goes back to defend, kicks it out for a throw into Tottenham. Tottenham fans are getting loud and proud, but then Tottenham lose possession and give away a throw in to Newcastle. I must have that baseball cap, because if they're waterproof, I want one. The ref not happy there with how long Dan Burns taking to take this throw in, but Newcastle can do it again now. Kane just keeps on talking. Just shut up and let them ref the game. Looks like Tottenham are going to make another change. Dyer absolutely grabbing hold of Wilson. Nothing happens. And that's going to be a foul there. Like, seriously. Here comes Perisic, though. Managed to keep himself standing up. Not a good cross, though. It goes out for a Newcastle throw-in. Yeah. Just wasn't too sure because no team were really going for the ball there. So Lucas Moura is coming on here. Here comes Willock, saying it's well tackled by Skip. But I think the ref is just playing it on now. I think it was a foul. I think Skip might get a yellow card for that. Almiron back to Bruno. To Trippier. Finds Longstaff. Newcastle still got position now. Here's Longstaff. Guimaraes crosses it, but wasn't the greatest cross. And here comes Bentancur on the break for Tottenham. Well defended by Joel Linton. Ran back, tackled Bentancur. Brilliant defending. Right, so the ref's going all the way back to that foul earlier. So Skip is now getting a yellow card. Neil's saying he's always moaning about things. Don't see Haaland moan. Just get on with it. Exactly. That is how it should be. As soon as you start moaning about stuff, it just doesn't make me interested in watching you, to be honest, or thinking you're a model professional. So Skip's coming off for Lucas Moura. Good evening, Chris. Hope you're doing well. And Colm is drinking his fruit punch player ammo. You have to tell me what that is. Is that like what is it? It's like a vitamin drink, is it? Just my usual self, thanks, as everyone knows me. Oh, I'm glad you're all right, mate. That's the main thing. So yeah, Lucas Moura has come on for Skip. So sneak. Okay, you have to give me more information than that because I don't even know what sneak is. skip off. More on. I don't know what minute was that, to be honest. I guess it was 66 minutes. Jack overrated for genius in the mud. I'll say it again. Hugo Lloris is so overrated. Awful goalkeeper, but hyperclappers say he's World Cup winner, so it's. Yeah, Callum Wilson's just been given a yellow card there. And Colm saying it's a zero sugar water based energy drink. Oh, that sounds quite nice then. Especially it's fruit punch. I do like fruit punch. Yeah, there's a certain drink that Arsenal have as a sponsor. That's actually quite nice. The blue one is nice, really nice. And the tropical punch, that's nice. I haven't tried the others. I'm not interested in green drinks. Wolves for relegation. It's definitely looking possible, I have to say. After today's game, oh my god, Bazuma's just slips over there, giving possession to the Newcastle. Here comes Almiron. He has to backtrack a little bit here. Goes back to Trippier. Colm saying he hasn't been able to get any of it yet. Well, it's definitely worth trying, especially the blue one. If you like blue raspberry, I highly recommend that one. It is delicious. The tropical punch is nice as well. But yeah, I like that. The game's getting a little bit scrappy. 68 minutes in. It's Newcastle 2, Tottenham 1. Is Perisic shot? Well saved, Pope. Chris, are you watching the F1 later? I probably will. Probably. Don't know, because I'm more interested in NFL at the moment, but I'll always be an F1 fan. But I don't know. I think this Red Bull situation for me has just made me not enjoy the sport so much this season. It's been coming for Wolves. You've had small squad since being promoted back. You've got a good starting 11, but awful bench. It's like the starting 11 is best posh mill, but bench is your side. I love that, Chris. That's brilliant. Willock here goes out for a Newcastle corner. That's brilliant. Posh mill with side Marmite. Yeah, you will be watching it. Yeah, I probably will be as well. I don't know. I think I will. I know it starts at 8. I might watch it. Probably will. Probably will watch it. I think I might give NFL a bit of a drop this tonight, I think. But anyway, here comes the Newcastle corner. 70 minutes in. Trippier taking it. Trippier over the corner. Not the greatest defending here by Tottenham, I have to say. What on earth was that by Cher? It's gone out for a Tottenham throw-in. What on earth was that? Is he trying a shot? I don't know. Loads of subs are surrounding the throw-in taker there. That was a bit weird. I meant to keep their distance. Brenny here. Hi, mate. Just waiting for the 90th minute. Right now. Yeah, tell me about it. Yeah, tell me about it. Big up to Brenny, though. I am not doing a F1 watch long. I did it once, and honestly, it's so hard to talk about whilst doing it. It's what did you say? It's really hard. I know that other people do it, and that's great, but I've got nothing to say. I'm quite quiet, really. An F1. Yeah, I don't. The problem is if F1 was always the same time every time, I'd do it. But the times are always so different. Like when they're in Asia, it's like 6 o'clock in the morning, and tonight it's 8 o'clock because they're in America. but normally they're 2 or 3 o'clock. So Steffi's watching the F1 later. I probably will watch it. I'll probably just chill out and enjoy it. Haven't decided it yet. I might put F1 on record and watch Doctor Who instead. Oh, that just says everything. Is that new Doctor Who, is it? Is that new? I'm not a Doctor Who fan, so I have no idea. But I'm guessing because of the importance of recording F1 to watch Doctor Who, I'm guessing it's a new Doctor Who. But yeah, like doing F1 watch long, it's quite a bore, really, because there's not much to say. And then I couldn't be constant with it either. I just couldn't be, because a lot of it clashes with Sunday games. So I tend to watch. I've only watched the Doctor Who episodes in black and white. Oh my word! I've never watched them. I've never been a fan. Never have. I was the same with Stingray, Captain Scarlet, Thunderbirds. If it looks unreal, I can't watch it. I can really not watch. It's been on for decades, Doctor Who, but with where it's going, it isn't. It isn't new in a bad way. Can I do the watch along on Tuesday night Champions League, Dortmund and City? I will have to get back to you on that one. There is a show on Tuesday night with Rebel. Yeah, definitely. If you would like to become part of the FTSN family, feel free to message us on Twitter or message FTSN Colm and join the great family that we've got here, because honestly, we're all great friends. We all support different teams. We all got kind of the same likes in sport. Some of us don't like baseball, me, but can't stand baseball. But yeah, please let him know. But yeah, we'll have to see about that one now. We try not to do too many Champions League because we have shows going out on the Tuesday and the Wednesday. But obviously next season, I suppose Man United and Arsenal were both kind of hoping to be there, and I suppose that's a bit unfair to City, really. But we kind of, because we have full schedule in the week, I'll have to wait and see. That'd be a good game though, Dortmund versus City. I'll definitely have a think about that, because it's mainly me that does the watch-alongs. So I'll have a think about it, because I'm doing my next watch-alongs Thursday. So obviously I do my Arsenal games, and then I've got 3 next weekend. So yeah, I'll definitely have a think about it. And if you turn your notification bell on and subscribe, and it will come up if I decide to set it up. I'll definitely have a think about it though. I might look into the other games. I might do like a score update one. Not sure yet. Is it in Dortmund? 8 p.m. kickoff. See, it's doable, isn't it then, Colm? It's doable. This game's just getting a little bit feisty at the moment. Tottenham on the attack now. Let's see if Kane falls over here. No, he doesn't. Son with a shot. They're claiming for penalty here. Steph is saying, yes, that'd be a good match. There's nothing in... Okay, if that's given as a penalty, so is the one in the earlier. Rebel show will be 7:30 till 8. So yeah, could do it. Akinfenwa said he wouldn't be against Gerrard as next LFC manager. With greatest respect in the world, this is why they are brain dead people on TalkSport. I would put my head on boiling water if we did. It was definitely the destiny for Gerrard to go to Liverpool, but I think it's been proven very quickly that Gerrard was not the right man for the Villa job, and he definitely isn't the right man for Liverpool anytime soon. Can he improve as a manager? Of course he can. Of course he definitely can. Yes, it's in Dortmund City. Only need a point to win the group. Then in the last 16, knocking out. Kolb doesn't listen to talk anyway. Yeah, I'll have to see what I can do. Yeah, I'll definitely see what I do. If we appointed him as right now, this is deep, but Liverpool, yeah. Yeah. Liverpool were in financial problems themselves, which is why FSG don't go out spending loads of money. I do get it, but FSG have not done their finances brilliantly. But they've got away with it because they've won trophies and stuff, where United don't. But yeah, Liverpool, yeah, that'd be a mad appointment. Like, yes, Gerrard did well at Rangers, but he hasn't done well at Villa at all. Why is Almiron holding his throat here? Oh, an arm in the throat. Fair enough. Yeah. He was hitting the throat, but it was accidental. Didn't mean it. Yeah. Right. So, balls with Bruno. We've got 10 minutes left of this game. Tottenham have definitely looked more dangerous, but Newcastle so far are holding them out enough. Tottenham are just clearing it. Balls with Burn. Out to Bruno. Out for a Newcastle throw-in. But yeah, everyone needs to have a slice of the apple pie of responsibility at Liverpool, FSG, and Klopp for being stubborn. Yes, definitely. No doubt about that. No doubt about that. Next manager to be sacked is Brendan. You know what? I don't think so. Well, a double substitution here for Tottenham. I don't even know. Come off now. Long way. Sanchez, I think. See. Who else came on? Did I trying to work out who's come? Benton Kerr. Who else has come on? I can't work out who's come on. There's Son. I know it's Longley and Sanchez that's gone off, but who else has come on? Just go on here. But no, I think next manager could be sacked. Could be one that surprises a few, to be honest. I think there's a few teams that are underperforming right now. Crystal Palace being one of them. West Ham, little bit dodgy with David Moyes for me. Who else? Who else is not doing well? Obviously, Wolves' situation's being dealt with at the moment. Jesse Marsh, maybe, because they've not really been performing well, but not getting the results, and it is a results business. Chris saying here, Rodgers is safe. Leicester can't afford to pay out Rodgers' payout clause, and he got a Wednesday. Agree in both aspects on there. Colm saying Klopp. No, Klopp will walk away. Klopp won't get sacked. Klopp will walk away. Benton Curry on the run. Finds Doherty, but I think it's going too far. Liverpool are just 1 point better off than Roy Hodgson's Liverpool at the same stage in 2010. I can't cry, but laugh. Klopp will, I'm with Chris here. Klopp will walk away if we don't get top 4, which we won't, and I won't blame him. If this stays like this, City 3 points clear of Tottenham will make it 6 by next week. Yep. I'm saying here we'll get sacked for overperforming. Ha ha ha. Arteta should get sacked if we only get 5th at the end of the season. Simple as that. No, if he gets Champions League playoff, I'm happy. It's part of the process. That is fine for me. So as long as we don't start dropping out the top 4 and start falling down the league, but I can't see that happening right as of now. Conte won't get sacked. Conte will walk. I'm trying to go through all the managers here in my head. Be interesting to see who Aston Villa appoint. That'll be an interesting one. Obviously, Wolves have dealt with their situation with Steve Davis. Don't agree with it, but it is what it is. I said Arteta should get sacked if Arsenal don't finish top 4 at the start of the season. Yep, exactly. So is mine, Chris. It's part of the process. He shouldn't get sacked for getting Champions League qualification. Do I think he's the man that's going to take us to win the league? No. But his job is to get us into Champions League. And he's doing that so far. So I'm fine with that. Here's Emerson Royale. It's Doherty. It's Lucas Moura. Cross. Well dealt with so far by Newcastle. There's Dyer. So it's Tottenham corner at the moment. Son with the corner. Here comes the corner. Here's Perisic. Whips it in. Dyer head. Oh, offside anyway. Not even going to bother talking about it now. It is offside. Yeah, definitely offside. Miles offside as well. Here comes Perisic. Come up to 87 minutes played. Kane with a header over the bar. Yeah, Chris. I think, and that would be unfair, but in the other hands, it's a result business. Yes, they're playing better football, but it is a results business and he's not getting the results. So Shelby and Wood is coming on here. Callum Wilson's one of them being dropped. I don't know what the Tottenham players are moaning about. This time will be added on. Really, it's mad. I said when Marsh was appointed, he's Bielsa's long-lost brother. If you ask them, what does defending mean, they wouldn't know, and still couldn't find it in the dictionary. Yeah, he's a good coach, Jesse Marsh, and you have to be part of the Red Bull system. But Premier League is a different beast. Different beast. You need some luck. You need to be a bit more gritty. I think Patrick Bamford is the wrong type of player at Leeds. He's never impressed me. I don't want to sound mean, but I think he's just a championship striker. But yeah. Here comes Tottenham. Newcastle handle that okay. Little bit iffy. Wood is then fouled by Emerson Royal. Emerson Royal's going to get a yellow card here. 89 minutes gone. Share with the free kick. Up to Wood. Bentancur deals with it. Back to Doherty. To Bentancur. Joe Linton closes it down, and it's a Tottenham goal kick. Neil saying here, I think we waste a lot of money for Phillips' injury. Yeah. Sadly, yes. It's one of those really horrible things. You're just never really sure if the injury is just a one-off. And Phillips, when you signed him, I was like, oh, wow, what a signing. But it's been such a shame that he's had these injury problems. Because he's so talented. But you just can't keep players fit sometimes these days. We've got the same with Arsenal with Smith Rowe. Such a great talent, but his injury record could ruin his career. You know. And I think Phillips is the same. I think his injury record could quite easily just ruin his career. Such a shame. Cleared there by Newcastle. Goes out for Tottenham throw-in. Still got 4 minutes to play here. I can't guarantee that Tottenham will score here, to be honest. Pope needs to be careful not to get a red card here, because I think he has been booked for time wasting. Pope kicks it out. The only thing exciting about F1 this season is American fans chanting cheaters when Red Bull members. I'm like, they are. I'm sorry, but they are. You know, I don't care if it is like whatever they're saying, it's over budget. There's a budget. It's a reason. It's a budget cap. And Neil's saying, blow up ref, it's like watching paint dry. It is now. The game is absolutely turned to rubbish. Rebel enjoying the Tottenham misery. Innocent till proven guilty for me. I need to see if they have cheated. But as far as I know, 2 teams definitely have, haven't they? That's what's came out weeks ago. Aston Martin being one and Red Bull being the other. I do get what you're saying. But if it is cheating if they've spent more money, because everyone else is kept within the budget. If you're going out of that budget, that means you're spending more on something that's improving your car. So for me, it is cheating. Whoever the team is, if it is Red Bull, they need to be punished. If it's Aston Martin, they need to be punished. If it's Mercedes, and I'm a Mercedes fan, they need to be punished. You know. But the whole point of the budget cap is there is spending. Aston Martin cheating didn't matter for them. Well, exactly. They cheated and their car was just poor. So it's quite funny, really. Exactly. Something has clearly happened. And it'd be interesting to find out when, because I know it's been, stuff was meant to be coming out. It hasn't come out. And I just wish it would come out, because then it'd be. Take care, Neil. Bye, guys. Been very nice comments tonight. Thank you very much, Neil. I appreciate your company, and thank you for tuning in. Here's Eva Suma. I think the ref's going to blow a whistle any moment now, to be honest. Oh, he's blown up for a free kick for Newcastle. Funny. Newcastle have definitely deserved this win. No doubt about that. And there is the full-time whistle. So it has finished. I'll try not to smile too much whilst I say it. It has finished Tottenham 1, Newcastle 2. Goal scorers for Tottenham was Harry Kane in the 54th minute. Newcastle, Wilson and Almiron, 31st and 41st minute. But Tottenham, disappointing after the 30th minute in the first half. First 30 minutes, they were decent. I have to be honest, they were. But for this week, check out all our... I try not to. I try to be non-biased, but it's a bit difficult when you're the team down the road from my team have lost. It's hard, but big up to everyone that's tuned in. Much appreciated as always. But for now, I'm definitely out of here. You'll see me again very soon. Just see the big up to Steffi. My pleasure. Thank you for all your company. It's lovely. But yeah. I'm definitely out of here for now. Take care, everyone. Bye-bye.